What memory stands out the most from your wedding day?
Our wedding day? Well, the first thing that comes to mind, we were married on September the 10th, and Dad's birthday, his 25th birthday, was September 11th. We were married at night. And at the wedding reception, he went around to the entire people that were there and announced that this was the first year he was getting exactly what he wanted for his birthday. I was mortified. Some of those weird guys he had at that wedding, and he's telling them that, I just could have crawled in a hole.
Where did you get married at?
St. Martin's, which had been my parish all along, and Dad's parish up through the 8th grade.
What was your biggest memory from the wedding day?
Well, I think the story that Mom told was one, but actually the day before for the rehearsal, we gave everybody directions on how to get to the church. And I don't know if I was at their house that afternoon or what, but it dawned on us late that afternoon that that was the night of the Harvest Home parade.
Which was a huge deal in Cheviot.
So the rehearsal got started very late because people couldn't get through the parade route to get to the church. So I went to work that day. So we got married at night. So I went to work. My boss told me at noon I could go home. I thought, well, that's nice. So I went home, and of course the family was all in, so we had a bunch of kids in the house. So I went downstairs and fell asleep on the couch. He had to come down and wake me up to get me to go to the wedding.
And then he got there. This is another memory I have. It's the only time in your father's life since I've known him that he was speechless. He was white as a ghost. But when I got up to the altar, I thought he was going to pass out. That's how white he was. And he said he was fine until he had to wait by himself.
It was fine as long as I had somebody stand there and talk to.
Right.
As soon as everybody left to escort everybody else down the aisle, and I was left standing there alone, it was like, oh my God, what am I getting myself into here?
Little did you know.
And of course, you were in complete control all the time, especially that night in the Terrace Hilton.
That was the next morning.
Well, we stayed at the Terrace Hilton
The honeymoon suite.
in the honeymoon suite that night, and we got up the next morning, and I was starting to pick some things up to pack them up. Mother was in the bathroom, and I picked up her little slippers. She had these little dainty white slippers, and I picked them up. And I thought, what the heck is with these things? They still had the piece of cardboard on the inside that they have in a store to keep them so they stay flat. So she comes out of the bathroom, and I said, were these slippers a little uncomfortable last night? Yeah, I think they were. I said, well, you forgot to take the cardboard out.
I was a nervous wreck. I always went in the bathroom to get dressed, well, at least the first
3
couple
days.
weeks.
We'll
Yeah.
talk.
To
Go ahead.
get dressed or... Anyway.